Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on mysterious and weird, true stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Case file number 763, written by TerrorNaEsquinaPod, the Restroom Teleportation Incident. I lived this when I was younger, but it still scares me and my dad a lot. I'm from the south of Minas Gerais. My uncle has a spare parts store and he needed to go to Sao Paulo to buy some stuff. He didn't know Sao Paulo very well, so he asked for my father to go with him and we went together. Okay, after a long day of walking on one of the busiest streets of Sao Paulo, 25 de Marco, we stopped at an Arabic restaurant so I could go to the restroom and eat something. I'm 26 now, but at the time I was about 8. We entered the restaurant, my dad put me in the restroom, and waited for me on the outside. Now is the problem. When I came out of the restroom, I was at a completely different place. It was a lobby from a building, old and tall. So I went back, closed the door and tried to get out again, and nothing. Same place, the lobby. I was creeped out. I didn't know what to do. I think I tried to do it about 3 times. So I decided to go to the street and look for the place. I was tempted to cross the street. If I had done it, probably I wouldn't be here. But I kept the same sidewalk and turned left. I walked a little more and reached the restaurant. My father says that I came out on a different hallway and took the wrong side, but the door of the restroom is sided to the hall. My father was looking at it and saw me. Raffle is the name of the place on 25 de Marco, a popular place in Sao Paulo. I looked on Google Maps to find out the building, but nothing comes to my memory. Case notes for file 763, the restroom teleportation incident. So, spacetime anomalies are pretty well documented on this channel. Maybe it's some sort of wormhole effect. Although, physically this would be difficult to pull off because, as we understand it currently, you can create an Einstein-Rosen bridge, a sort of wormhole as people think about it, but they'd be very unstable, they'd require a lot of energy to create, and they'd be extraordinarily tiny. You'd barely be able to fit a single atom through it. So, to fit an entire person, and to do it in a way where there's no noise, there's no sensation, there's no obvious energy source, that is beyond our current understanding of physics. If there's some natural phenomenon that causes this, it would be incredibly powerful. That said, nature does have a way to accomplish this seemingly impossible, so I wouldn't discount that. Hell, life itself accounts for that. We can't properly describe how life forms. We can't create proteins or amino acids from scratch. We can just rearrange things, but we can't actually form life. We don't understand the very first process that happens. So life is still a mystery in of itself, perhaps the greatest one, especially our consciousness and sentience. No one really knows how we're self-aware. Is there some animating presence, something connecting to us that is giving us life and free will? And when I say life, I mean sentience, because a lot of things are alive, even viruses are alive, based on some descriptions. But to me, what truly makes life interesting and valuable is sentience. Being self-aware of life, of existence. Case file number 764, written by AnnemaBrie, the bathroom from another world. I was spending a day with my friend in the city. I had to go to the toilet, but because of the virus, I couldn't go anywhere. Luckily, there was this ice cream store that said I could use theirs if I bought a cone. It was at the end of the store. I had to use the stairs, the girl behind the counter said. So I walked to the end of the store. There was a part that was sort of an indoor garden. I saw a spiral staircase that I thought went to the toilet. Instead of the toilet, I ended up in a Chinese restaurant, which was pretty weird and unexpected. Still, no bathroom. I saw a door to my right and figured that that's where the toilet had to be. It ended up being a stairwell where the stairs that had to go back to the ground floor was closed off with traffic cones and tape, so the only way to go was up. Because my bladder was almost bursting and I was kinda curious where I was going, I took a chance and walked up the stairs. When I opened the door, I ended up in the middle of a kitchen, which was weird. Who has a stairwell in the middle of a kitchen? Everyone was running around and no one really noticed me, so I went back to the stairwell and went another floor up. That's when I noticed how many floors there were. It felt really weird to me because the building was hella old and couldn't have been more than 3 floors. I was on the 4th floor though, and I kinda felt like something was off at that moment. I opened the door and this floor was really creepy. There was writing on the walls in a language I've never seen before. It kinda looked like hieroglyphics but smoother. There were 2 doors with symbols on them, one male and one female, I presumed. But I couldn't find out which was which because I didn't understand these symbols. I needed to pee real bad, so I just took a chance and picked a door. When I opened it, I felt really weird because it was just an empty room. No sink, no mirror, just a room leading to another door. I remember thinking what a waste of space it was and why the hell someone had designed it like that. The next door led to a room with a sink and a mirror, and another door which finally led to a toilet. As I sat down and reviewed my entire journey to the toilet, it didn't make sense to me at all. I had been walking around in an old, medium-sized ice cream shop for about 10 minutes, looking for the toilet. How is that even possible? A possibility is that I ended up in an entirely different building, but how did I switch buildings so easily? I never tried to open a locked door or anything, and these buildings definitely weren't this high when I saw them from the outside. I kind of started to freak out, so I texted my friend that was waiting for me at the entrance of the store. When I was done peeing, I opened the door and ended up in the sink room again. When I opened the door of that room, my heart dropped. I ended up in the hallway again. The empty room I walked in through was gone. I really started to hurry back because it felt like I was going insane. 1 floor down, back through the kitchen, another floor down, through the Chinese restaurant, which was really busy. I looked around for a while and was getting even more confused. There was a balcony with people having dinner on the side where the street was supposed to be. I never saw a balcony there before, and I've been to the city many times, so I was really stunned. I walked towards the balcony to check it out, and it got worse. Instead of the street, I saw a freaking lake with grass and trees and such, and people walking around it. In this particular city, there was nothing like that anywhere near this building. I was really stressed out at this point, let's just say, so I wanted to go back to the ice cream store. I went down the spiral staircase, which led me back to where my journey first began. I told my friend about this experience immediately, and he believed me because I was really distressed. The weirdest thing is though, I had texted him 2 minutes before I got back from the toilet. It had taken me longer to walk all the way back, and had been gone for about 6 minutes in total. The timing was way off compared to what I actually experienced. After this, I told more people about my experience in this particular store, and I talked to the one guy that actually works in the store. He said the toilet was actually in the basement and not up, and that there was no way that there were more than 3 floors. There was only 1 floor up as a venue you can rent, connected to the ice cream store, and 1 attic, which was used as a storage room. So I don't know what the hell happened. It still haunts me to this day. Case notes for file 764, The Bathroom from Another World. So another glitch related to bathrooms. How weird. People are entering bathrooms and just appearing in different locations after. Or taking a weird time to get to a bathroom where the dimensions, the physical dimensions and geometry don't align with the outside of the building. Now maybe there's something in the back, maybe there's something they're not seeing, but if it's different stories and heights, how do you construe that? It doesn't fit. One point, however, on this story is that you texted your friend, and the text went through. They saw it. So wherever you were, it wasn't some pocket dimension that's outside of normal space-time. It was still in your universe and your dimension. Something simply moved you from a location, so it was a real place. For some reason, just getting there didn't make any sense, nor getting out, but it really was a place on Earth. Another really strange thing is though you mentioned hieroglyphics or something smoother than hieroglyphics and not recognizing the signs on the door. Now, this could just be a location on Earth where it's a restaurant or a bar that has some sort of theme going for it, maybe Egyptian or something like that. I could see that. Or maybe it was just a different language, and it was, for some reason you were teleported temporarily into like Italy or something. I don't know why they use hieroglyphics over there, but indeed there's something happening when doors are involved. Either elevator doors or bathroom doors or just normal room doors. If you're isolated from other people and nothing is interacting with you, weird things are more likely to happen, apparently.